بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, is one of the closest prophets of Allah, the Most High. His position and rank is very great in the sight of Allah. He continued to invite the pure and stopped people from shirk and disobedience to Allah Almighty. The life of Baishkab, peace be upon him, is an example for all believers. It is known that he was a very cruel and narrow-minded person. He belonged to the tribe to which Hazrat Noah, peace be upon him, was sent. He reigned for 1,000 years and he claimed to be the cursed god. One day Nimrod sat on the throne. He was sitting, all the armies were present around him, magicians and astrologers were sitting with their heads bowed down by divine destiny. After hearing that a boy would be born from among your subjects, in whose hands the government would pass, Nimrod was at first worried and then issued an order that all men should be separated from women and that any child born after that day should. Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, was born in those days, but Allah protected him from the oppressors. Nimrod was the king of Babylon. According to scholars, Nimrod is one of the 4 kings who ruled the world. 2 of the 4 were believers and 2 unbelievers are the believers Tulkarnan and Sulayman, peace be upon them, and the unbelievers are Nimrod and Nasr. Nimrod was the king for 400 years. When Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, invited him to worship Allah alone, he rejected God due to ignorance and misguidance. So Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, argued with him, but he started claiming to be a rejected God. And instead of learning a lesson, they adopted the same attitude that they adopt after every rebellious and arrogant defeat. The leaders of the nation considered this proposal and it was decided that Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, should be punished in front of the common people so that no one else could do such an act. He said, they build a building for him, then put him in the pile of fire. Consider it your duty to collect and gather in a field, and when a sufficient number of wood is collected, set fire to it and throw Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, into it from a high place through a catapult so that he cannot get out and the people. Everyone agreed on this and started collecting fuel from every possible place and kept doing it for many days. It reached such a point that if any of the women of that time were sick, they would believe that if I was healed, I will give Ibrahim, peace be upon him, so much engine to light his eyes. Then he put all those ingots in a wide place and set fire to it, which no one had ever seen before. The flame became so high that even if a bird had flown at a distance of 3 miles from there, it would have been burnt to dust. When it was poured, a person named Azan prepared a high place. Before this, no one had made this high place. There is no God but the true. Then he is pure. You are the Lord of souls. You are the king, and you have no partner. Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, was placed in the mandak and before being put into the fire, the shirt of Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, was placed. They took it off and put on another piran because they were afraid that if Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, did not burn, everyone would say that he would be safe with the blessing of this piran. After seeing this scholar, the angels prostrated themselves in the sky saying, O Lord, your friend has been thrown into the fire by the enemies. Some scholars say that when Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, was in the air, Gabriel, peace be upon him, appeared and said, Ibrahim, do you have any need? Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, said, I have no need for you. But like all the worlds, I am in need of the Lord of the worlds. That I should make it rain, but the order of Allah was fulfilled even before that, and the Almighty has said, we ordered, O fire, become cold and bring peace to Abraham. The cloth worn by the infidels was burnt in the fire. But Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, did not even get injured. Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, was also blessed and he could not be harmed. Hazrat Gabriel, peace be upon him, said that his patience was strangely patient. That people did not know what to do during the difficult time that was upon him, but he did not ask for any need and trusted in his Lord, therefore miracles and blessings of Allah Almighty did not happen to anyone before him. Friends. The narrator says that after staying in the fire for 40 days, Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, came out, and Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, said that no day or night in my life was more pleasant than the days spent there. The settlement was their destiny, as the Almighty has said. And these people wished evil to Ibrahim. But we have put them in harm's way. In this world, loss and humiliation were their destiny, and in the hereafter they will have the same destiny of hell, in which there will be some coolness and security, as Allah Almighty says. And hell will stay and stay. It is a very bad place, friends. It is in the lap of history that when Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, returned safely from fire, Nimrod and his people were very surprised and worried. He has seen his Lord. Who is he and where does he live? Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, said, My Lord is he who gives life and kills. He called 2 slaves to Darbar, killed one of them and left the other, then said, Look, I killed one and gave life to the other. He takes the sun from the east and shows it to you from the west. There was no answer to the question of Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, after Nimrod, so he fainted and got up from the court and went out. He decided to migrate from Babylon, and then one day he migrated with his family to a region called Iran. Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, had married his cousin Sarah in Babylon, then Allah sent him to Beit al-Maqdis. He ordered him to go. At that time, he was 75 years old. After staying in Beit al-Maqdis for some time, he migrated to Egypt. Friends, according to tradition, Allah sent mosquitoes to destroy the arrogant and oppressive Nimrod and his army. A large army of mosquitoes attacked Nimrod's army and turned them into lifeless skeletons. When Nimrod suffered greatly from the severity of the pain, he was showered with sweat on his arrogant cold. Then it would increase, and after a long period of time, the same small mosquito became the cause of his destruction from the world. Thus, Allah Ta'ala caused the death of the most powerful and claimant of God in the world by the most despicable and weak thing in the world. He has taught arrogant people a lesson for the rest of the world, that being proud of the blessings provided by the Lord and despising others is strongly disliked by Allah, friends. I hope that you will like this video and that one lesson must have been learned, and that is the lesson of patience, and all that is the lesson of gratitude.